I would love to talk about why you love group programs so much. And I think I ask this maybe even selfishly because I want to know your perspective, because that it's something I talk about here on the podcast a lot, the importance of having a values aligned community to support you. And particularly for empaths, because I think empaths, like we self other ourselves so much. We give to others at the expense of our own success and our own well-being so deeply, so fully, so open-heartedly, that I think we particularly can benefit from being part of a real values aligned community. So and I know we share this belief. So,
Yeah.
why do you think they're so effective?
So for the empath thing, for me, what comes up with that is, it's the space that I get to receive what I give, right? If I'm in a group with others, I can't always be the one giving. Like it's impossible, but it also is an invitation to not always be the giver and to really practice that receiving and to kind of say like what can someone else help me with? So for me, there's part of that is to receive what I sometimes am always the giver of. But for me, there's a calling for me in this moment in time because I think, especially post pandemic, we are all experiencing loneliness. Like the Surgeon General of the US has said, it's like one of the biggest problems right now, this idea of loneliness. And fundamentally, I know we're all connected. I know that. That's a knowing deep within. But how we live our lives isn't that way. And we are so disconnected. And I think so many people are looking for and hoping for community, but we have all these really clunky ways of having community that aren't really feeling that need. And so for me, that's where the power of groups come in. And so for me, it's a group when it has kind of a start date and an end date. It can go on, you can have another iteration of it, but there's this commitment to this time together. And there's this opening of the group that happens where we really start to connect. And it becomes almost this other entity, this container, if you will, that we get to be part of. And so for me, I think there's such a need and a desire for it right now. And unfortunately, I think we don't have enough examples of where it works really well. So we have a lot of people who are trying it, but it's not filling that need just because it hasn't been set up in a way that will fill that need and will make it safe for people to connect in that way.